Hi, I'm Carol Bell with Strategic Solutions TV. Thank you for joining us today, and I have a very special guest, Tammy Saltzman, who is an attorney in Boca Raton, Florida. Her firm is TBS Law PA. Tammy, thank you for taking the time to be with us today. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you, Carol?
I'm wonderful, thank you. So Tammy, tell us a little bit about yourself and what areas of law do you typically handle?
I'm an attorney here in Boca Raton, Florida. Went to law school at Nova Southeastern University. Went back to law school later in life when I was 34 years old and graduated law school when I was 37. And I have been practicing in the area of family law and residential real estate since graduation.
So you cover a couple of pretty diverse areas of law. So what types of clients do you typically serve?
My practice primarily does three different things. I'm a family law attorney, and in that realm, I'm looking for anyone who's contemplating a divorce, anyone who has been divorced and needs to modify the agreement due to a substantial change in their circumstances. I'm looking for a client who might want to enforce an agreement. Perhaps one of the parties is not doing what they agreed to do. Sometimes we have to go further and file motions for contempt. I would be looking for someone who might be contemplating marriage and looking for a prenuptial agreement, or someone who is already married and now they want to do a postnuptial agreement during their marriage. Finally, the last area in the family law arena would be anyone who is being accused of being a father or feels that they're entitled to a parent, they need a paternity declaration, so to speak. So that's the family law end. I'm also a certified mediator, and I mediate for pro se couples and other family law attorneys. And then I also do title work. I represent buyers and sellers of residential real estate.
So you really cover a pretty diverse, it's a pretty complete, comprehensive family law. Which is great.
It is, yes. I started doing the real estate because quite often when couples are divorcing, they need to partition their home and sell it and downsize. So I'm often able to help them with that or help them with the refinancing of a home that they own.
Gotcha. So what is unique about your firm, and why should someone choose TBS Law PA?
Good question, Carol. What makes TBS Law unique is we are a heart-based law firm. So some people go to law school to earn a living, and some people go to law school to help people. We are of the latter. We are interested in helping couples not only get divorced, but get divorced as amicably as possible. We are more interested in collaborating and mediating than we are in litigating. If we need to litigate, we can, but we try our best to not litigate, to keep costs down for the marital estate, and to try to keep as little fighting as possible, stress-free. And we also try to help couples heal, trying to create a plan B for themselves moving forward in their lives, what's next for them, and how best that they can get to that next chapter in their lives.
That is a great approach.
I wish more attorneys cared about that, cared about the children, trying to heal families instead of causing upset, fighting, and litigation.
Finding another way to keep them together instead of just going through the divorce process. Yeah.
That's correct. Now, when choosing a law firm, you need to decide what kind of law firm would you like to hire. Do you want a firm that is litigating, fighting, litigating? Or do you want a firm that's going to collaborate and mediate and resolve issues and stay calm and keep you calm in light of everything that's going on?
Great advice. So what 3 tips would you give someone who might be considering getting a divorce?
If you are considering getting a divorce, the first thing that I would recommend is marital counseling. Getting a divorce is a very finite end to something that you dreamed that you'd be forever. So before you give up, before you walk away, I recommend trying every possible solution to coming back to where you were on your wedding day and you made your vows. So that's my first tip for anyone contemplating a divorce. If you're not happy, communicate. Communicate, and then with your communication, try to figure out ways to resolve the differences and try to get back to where you were. The second tip I would give is to gather as much financial information as possible before you file. So quite often, once couples file, people start grabbing money, they start grabbing financial records. It's good to know where all the money is. It's good to know how much money there is. It's good to have copies of all the statements of all the accounts. Quite often, sometimes, husbands will control what gets paid and how it gets paid, and wives don't even know where the money is. So my second tip would be to absolutely gather as much financial information as you possibly could, tax returns, bank statements, etc. My third tip would be to create a small support group for yourself, whether it be with a therapist or a family member, so that you have someone that you can talk to about the emotional roller coaster you're about to embark on, and try to find a way to find the funds to hire a lawyer who could advocate on your behalf. So those are my tips for anyone who's contemplating a divorce.
That is such great advice, Tammy, and thank you for that.
You're welcome, Carol. I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Sure. Now, I know you have a special offer for people who are watching this. Can you tell us about it?
Normally, we offer a 30-minute consultation, but anyone who contacts our office and says that they saw this ad with Carol Mack on the internet, they will get an extra 30 minutes. So that would equal a 60-minute free consultation to get your issues and your questions answered.
Great. And Tammy, what's the best way for people to contact you?
They can contact me at 561-221-0577.
Great. Thank you so much. And so for anyone who's watching, contact Tammy at TBS Law there in Boca. Now, I know she handles clients that are not just in Boca Raton, but all areas of South Florida. And you can go in and have a free 60-minute sit-down chat with her to see if the services she offers meet the needs that you have. So I highly recommend that you do that. Tammy, thank you for the time you spent with us today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Carol. I look forward to speaking to you again soon.
Thank you. And thanks, everyone, for watching. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.